Hey, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison review video telling you about the Bose Sleepbuds 2 versus the Amazfit Zenbuds. And I think that you're going to be very interested to see which one I like better. Now, I just want to be clear, a little disclaimer, I bought these with my own money. These are not paid for products or anything like that, so this is my honest review and my honest comparison of these. Now, I've had the Bose Sleepbuds for about 6 months now, and I've used them not regularly, but just when I need it. I plow during the winter, so I bought them so that when I go to bed earlier than everybody else, because I have to get up in the middle of the night, that I could block out some of the noise. Now, I've tried a few other products other than these and these, so if you're interested in seeing any of those other review videos, there's links for those down in the description, including the EverPlus sleep headphones and the QuietOn sleep earbuds. I've also done some comparisons between these and those other ones, so there's a whole lot of videos. There's also a video of these just by themselves, a review video that's very in-depth, as well as a video of these very in-depth by themselves. So again, links for all this stuff down below. There's also links to purchase both of these as well as the other stuff if you're interested in checking out any of those or any information on any of that. There's links for all of that and more down in the description. So make your way down there while you're watching the video. All right, so these are very similar products. They're not noise canceling. I get asked that a lot about this and some of the other products. These ones are not noise canceling. They're like noise blocking or noise masking. They both play sounds that are made by the company specifically for these earbuds. You cannot play your own music on them or anything like that. They only play the sounds that come with them. Now, talking about the sounds, the Bose have a lot more sounds to choose from than the Amazfit. And the Bose, since I've owned them, have come out with another 10 or 12 more sounds just in the last 6 months since I've owned these. So there's definitely a lot to choose from to find the right sound for you. The Amazfit has less sounds. However, I've found that with the number of sounds that they have on there, I have plenty to choose from, and I've got probably half a dozen or so that I enjoy switching back and forth between. All right, so you want to know what these things cost. The Bose come in at $249, so they're not cheap. Now the Amazfit are much more affordable. They're normally $149.99. I actually got them on sale for $129.59. I got them on Amazon. They were 20% off. Again, there's links for these down below. This deal might still be there. Based on the company's own specs, the Bose can last up to 10 hours, and the Amazfit lasts 8 to 12 hours. They're both rechargeable cases. They both use USB-C to charge them, and they both come with their own charging cable. According to Bose, you can recharge their earbuds up to 3 times without having to recharge the case. And according to Amazfit, you can recharge up to 8 times without having to recharge the case. Now, I think that's pretty impressive considering the Bose case is much larger. So I would think that these should be able to have a larger battery life and be able to charge them more than the Amazfit, but that's not the case. I will say that the Bose case is heavier. Just being able to put them in my hands, the Bose case is heavier. Now, I'm not sure what the material is. I feel like this is a metal case and this is plastic, so that might be some of the weight there. I'm not really sure. They both have a non-skid rubber bottom, so they won't slide around when plugged in on your end table or your nightstand. To open up the case, they work a little differently. The Bose slides up like that, and the Amazfit spins to the side and will spin all the way around, so you can do it from either direction. The Amazfit has lights on the front that tells you how much battery life is left on the case. There's 3 dots. And the Bose case, the lights are inside. There's 5 dots. So you can see if there's charging, what the battery level is. There's also 2 indicator lights to let you know if these are in the case or not. So when I pull that out, that light goes off. I'm not sure if you can even see that or not, but the light goes off. Both of the cases use magnets, so these don't come out at all. They stay right in there. Now I'll set them on the table and zoom in so you can see them a little closer side by side. All right, so they both have their own app that work a little bit differently. I will say that the Bose app I find easier to use. It's just much more user-friendly. Now, the Amazfit is a little more complicated, I think, because Amazfit has other devices that you can sync with this. Like they have a watch, like a smartwatch. So you can have your smartwatch keep track of your stuff all day, and then your Amazfit keep track of your stuff all night. Now, what I mean by keep track of your stuff, something that's major difference between the Amazfit and the Bose, the Amazfit tracks your sleeping habits. So this thing somehow has a sensor in it that can keep track of your heartbeat. It can tell what side you're sleeping on, your front, your back, your side, your left side, your right side, and it keeps track of all that stuff and shows you in your app. So even though the app is a little more difficult to use, it's because it has way more functionality than the Bose app. Now, in regards to what the app can actually do and these buds can actually do, they're very similar. They both have alarms that you can set to wake up, if you want to wake up at 6 a.m., they both have alarms to do that. You have the option on both of them whether or not you want to be able to get a phone call. You won't be able to listen and talk. You can't actually use the earbuds as a means of communication, but you will get a ringtone in the earbud that will let you know that you're having a phone call. You can also turn that off. What I like about the Zenbuds is that they have this sensor inside it that can actually tell when you've fallen asleep. So you can have it set to let it ring through until you've fallen asleep, which is very interesting. I just have it turned off because when I'm trying to sleep, I don't want to have the ringer going off anyway, but that is an option for you. Now, speaking of the Zenbuds being able to tell when you've fallen asleep, another really cool feature is they can tell once you've fallen asleep and turn off the sound, so it's not playing all night long. The Bose does not have that feature. Now, they both have a feature where you can set it to turn off after a certain period of time. So, if you want to turn off after half an hour or an hour or whatever. And they both have different increments and whatever, but the Zenbuds are the only ones that can sense when you've fallen asleep and turn the music off. What I really like about that is that you're not having a sound playing directly into your eardrum all night long that's not going to impact your hearing. Now, that's another thing you want to be careful about with any earbuds, but especially when you're sleeping. Don't turn up the sound too loud because you can cause damage to your ears. Another thing you don't want to do is block out so much sound that you can't hear anything in case of an emergency like a fire alarm. I think that would be hard to do because a fire alarm is generally really loud and these don't really block out all the noise. They're meant for just kind of like helping you fall asleep. Hey, if you're getting anything of value out of this right now, go down below, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified when I release new videos. Now, as far as marketing is concerned, I feel like the Bose Sleepbuds try to market to you to sound like they're going to block out all that noise so that you can fall asleep. Whereas the Zenbuds, I feel like they market them slightly differently to help you relax to fall asleep, basically. And both of these you could use in other instances other than sleeping. However, Zenbuds specifically markets to the fact that you could wear these like while you're trying to work or while you're trying to read a book or something like that, whatever you can think of to use them with, meditation. And they actually, within the app, have some cool features for those things in particular. They have some breathing exercises with some bells that you can listen to, and it will help you know when to breathe in and breathe out. It's like a relaxation technique, and they have some really cool things in the app for that. The Zenbuds also have a Pomodoro timer built into the app. So a Pomodoro timer is to help you with your working or whatever task you're trying to do. And generally speaking, a Pomodoro timer is 25 minutes of focus time and 5 minutes of rest. So you've got a half an hour block and it repeats and repeats so that you work in 25-minute increments with a 5-minute break. So the Bose doesn't have anything like that on their app. It's just for sleeping. The Amazfit has tried to incorporate a bunch of cool other things like that into their app, into their features. So another big score for these. As far as comfort is concerned, I like the Amazfit better. They are slightly smaller. The actual mechanism itself is slightly smaller. And I find when I wake up in the morning or if I wake up in the middle of the night, these don't seem to bother me and I can leave them in. I've worn them every single day since I've got them a week ago and I absolutely love them. Now with the Bose, I'm not exactly sure why, but they are not uncomfortable, especially when I'm going to sleep. They're not uncomfortable at all. They're actually very comfortable. But if I wake up in the middle of the night, I want to take them out of my ears. Like I don't want them in anymore. With the Zenbuds, I don't have that problem. I just leave them in. They don't bug me at all. And when I wake up in the morning with the Bose, I want to get them out of my ears as soon as possible. I mean, they're so similar. I don't know why they feel so much differently, but to me, these Amazfit Zenbuds just are more comfortable for me. Now, I know everybody's ear is different and everybody's feeling and everybody's preferences is different, so you can't go by me, but I'm just saying that I prefer the feel of these better. Now, when I got the Bose Sleepbuds 2, I was super impressed about these because I had just tried the QuietOn sleep earbuds and I did not like them at all. Again, there's a video down there below if you want to see the comparison of this versus the QuietOn or just the QuietOn or just this or whatever. There's all these videos down there. Check them out. But I was really impressed with these when I got them. But on a comment on one of those other videos, somebody told me that I had to try these. So I did, and I was planning on just purchasing them off of Amazon and trying them out for a week and returning them because I figured there was no way they were going to be able to compete with the Bose. But boy, was I wrong. Another feature that I really love about these that I didn't mention is when you pull these out of the case, they automatically connect and they just automatically start playing, and I don't have to set anything. I don't have to open an app on my phone. They're set up exactly like I had them the night prior, and it's really nice. I just pull them out and I put them in my ears and I go to sleep. With the Bose, they work differently. You have to open up the app and you have to hit play. You have to tell them what they're gonna do. So it's another big drawback to these is that when I want to go to bed, I can't just pull them out and put them in. I actually have to go into the app and get it going and yada, yada, yada. That also reminds me of one other downfall is once they're in your ears, you cannot adjust the volume. You have to go into the app on both apps to adjust the volume. So that's one thing to consider. But once you get the volume set, it's set. So what's nice about these is, you know, I have them set on like volume 24%. It says right on there. That's what I like. So I don't need to change it. You know, I don't need to raise it or lower it. I just know what I like. It's in, it's boom, it's done. All right, so now that you've heard me compare these two, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised when I say I prefer the Amazfit Zenbuds. I am just super impressed with everything that they've packed into this thing, and I think it's a really great price, especially at that 20% off. Again, I got these at $129.59 off of Amazon. There will be a link down there below if you want to check them out for yourself. And if you do use my links, you can help support this channel because I get a small commission as an Amazon associate. Now, don't just take my word for it because the Bose is a really great product, so I don't want to knock it. I just want to do a comparison and tell you my thoughts between the two of them. So there's a lot of features that I really like about the Amazfit Zenbuds, like the app having more features. I like the fact that the music just turns on when I pull them out of the case. I like the fact that it charges the buds more times with the case than these do. They're more comfortable for me. And overall, I just feel like I got a way better value out of these. Now with the Bose, I assume that because it is the Bose name, they will stand by their products 100% and it's easy to deal with any warranties and repairs or anything like that. And with the Amazfit, it's not a name that I'm familiar with, so I can't say that that is going to be true or not. I don't know. So that's just one thing to consider as well, is that with the Bose, you are paying for also the name as well as the product. And with the Amazfit Zenbuds, it's kind of like a name you've never heard of, so, you know. All right, that's it for my comparison of the Bose Sleepbuds 2 versus the Amazfit Zenbuds. Let me know down in the comments section what you think of these two. And if you're interested in more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell next to that subscribe button. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please check out all my links in the description down below. Again, there's all these videos and all sorts of stuff. Also check out my Patreon page, which is my little fan club if you're interested in learning how you can support me and my channel and bringing this content to you. I love doing this stuff and I want to bring more of this stuff to you. So if you can support me in any way, whether it's using one of my links or my Patreon page or just giving this video a thumbs up or a share, I would super appreciate it, and all of that can help me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.